Hello, my name is Estelle and I had surgery at Halton Healthcare. I was a little nervous at first about having surgery, but everyone at the hospital was really nice and they helped me. Let me show you what you're going to do when you come to the hospital for your surgery. Getting ready for your surgery starts at home the day before. It's a good idea to take a shower or a bath and to take off your earrings and other jewelry and leave them at home. You should pack some toys or activities to take to the hospital to play with while you wait for your surgery. Don't forget to bring your special stuffy. I'm so glad I brought mine. I had my surgery at the Milton Hospital, but some kids have their surgery at Oakville and Georgetown. No matter where the volunteers and staff at the hospital are, they're to help you and your family. When I arrived at the hospital, my mom and I checked in the registration where they gave me a bracelet with my name on it. Then I changed into some hospital pajamas and my mom and I went to the surgical daycare where I got to sit in a big comfy chair while the nurse asked me and my mom some questions. Next, the nurse gave me a checkup. She checked my temperature to make sure I didn't have a fever and put a little band on my finger. This tells the nurse about my heartbeat and how much fresh air my lungs are breathing. I thought it was pretty cool. Finally, the nurse checked my blood pressure by putting a cuff around my arm that gave it a little squeeze. Once the nurse was finished, she said I could stay where I was or head over to the playroom to wait for my surgery. I brought a book, so I chose to sit in my comfy chair. Before it was my turn to have my surgery, my surgeon came to say hello to ask me and my mom some questions. Then the anesthesiologist, who I like to call the sleep doctor, came and asked me and my mom some questions too. This is the doctor who gives you the medicine in the operating room so that you won't feel your surgery at all. Finally, it was my turn to have my surgery. I gave my mom a big hug and said, "See you later," and I went to the operating room with my nurse and my stuffy. I also saw younger kids drive in a car into the operating room. Once in the operating room, I saw my surgeon, the anesthesiologist, and the nurses who took care of me during the operation. The nurses helped me lie down on the bed and get comfortable. She put the blood pressure cuff on my arm and the band on my finger again. Then the anesthetist used the mask to give me medicine to help me fall asleep. Remember to take big breaths. I pretended I was blowing out candles on my birthday cake. Next thing I knew, the operation was finished. I woke up in the room called the recovery room and met some new nurses. I was still a little sleepy, but I know they took good care of me. Soon the volunteer brought my mom to see me. Some kids stayed the night after having their surgery. They go to the pediatric unit with their parents, which is where the kids stay overnight. Most kids like me go home the same day. I rode in a bed from recovery to the surgical daycare where I rested for a while. I liked this part the best. I got to relax and eat freezies. When it was time to go home, the nurse gave my mom instructions of how to take care of me at home after my surgery. We said goodbye to the really nice nurses, and then we headed home. That's it. A few days later after my surgery, I was feeling great again. I'm so glad I had my surgery at Halton Healthcare. Everyone there was really nice and they helped me. I hope you have a good surgery too. Enjoy the freezies.